Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today on Fitness Tech Review, we're going to be going over the Fitbit Inspire Heart Rate Edition right here. This is one of the more popular things on Amazon. Also, Fitbit is a very good company, has a lot of great reviews, so we're going to go ahead and get right into it. First thing we need to do, open this bad boy up. Alright, so I guess I will be needing, no real need, just pop this baby right off. Alright, with this, it's going to tell me to download an app. It's got its little hand up here as well, but first thing I'm going to do, start the app. While that's installing, I'm going to open up the rest. Got your USB in here and your little charging portion, and then we got our strap, so ready to go with all of that. Let's see what else we got to get done. We have our little safety instructions as well if you need this. Also a little welcome to the Fitbit family, so that's cool. We're gonna open the Fitbit app up to get this connected, tracking all day fitness. Of course, I'm gonna have to join Fitbit. I have a Fitbit profile yet. I'll agree, I don't wanna keep me updated. My name and stuff, and those who want to know, I am born on January 9th. I can tell you the year though. Guess in the comments below if you wanna know. And right now, I'm weighing about 185, got a couple extra pounds from being quarantined. All right, Inspire HR. You know how to charge it, which is very nice. Shoot, I can plug it in. Shoot. All right, now that we hopefully charged enough, hopefully it'll go right into loading in, downloading whatever update it has set up for us. Sweet. Solid 1%. Looks like this might take a little while, so catch you in a couple seconds. All right, looks like we're back and ready to go. Hitting the OK button. It looks like we're all set. Sync today a moment ago. Device is set up. Looks like we're all ready to go. I'm going to be putting this guy on, using it as my daily driver for the next couple days, and we'll go in with our review, go with my pros, cons, and recommendations at the end, but I'll see you in a little bit. Let's go ahead and get into the specs of the Fitbit Inspire HR. It has two different sensors. First thing is a 3-axis accelerometer, so you'll be able to figure out what type of movements you are doing, so it's gonna know what kind of steps you're doing, and it also has your heart rate monitor in there as well. Next thing is it's water resistant up to 50 meters, so if you wanna go swimming with it, it'll work pretty darn well. You don't wanna have it submerged in deeper water for longer periods of time, but if you're going on a swim, this will work great. Next thing, it has 15 different exercise modes built into the watch itself, so be able to go over all those exercises. It also uses your phone's GPS, so if you want to go on a run, it'll show your pace using your phone's GPS of where you're running and stuff like that. Fitbit also advertises a 5-day battery life. Through my testing and using it for multiple workouts, I'm looking at about 3.5 to 4 hours. I'll go over that later in the review. Next thing, it has a couple phone notifications on there through a little vibration sensor. All I gotta do is go through the app and just click yes to all those things. You'll be able to get all your notifications through your watch. That's one of my favorite things about smartwatches, is never really having to pull out your phone, thinking if you have a text message or not. This will always give you the notification when you get it. It also has Bluetooth 4.0, so it is an older Bluetooth technology, but still works very well. This guy also has a good touch screen. So with that touch screen, is a little bit smaller than your typical small touch screens, but it'll work great for what you need. All right, when going over the watch itself, if you want that bottom number to change, all you gotta do is hit the center button. It can go between your beats per minute, how much calories you burned, how far you've walked today, how many minutes you've been working out, and then the date, and of course, how many steps. If you swipe up, you're gonna be going into your steps, then you'll be going into your current heart rate, kind of going through the things you just went through. You can get into your resting heart rate throughout your day, calories burned, then of course the minutes you've worked out, how many miles you've walked, how many days in 6 that you worked out of, how many days this week, 1 out of 5 is my goal that I put in, how many hours you worked out in. You can put your water in right there, and if you have a scale, you can put in your weight. So if you swipe down, first thing you do is get an exercise. There's 5 ones you have in there. You could switch out whichever ones you would like. Once you hit the button on the side, that's going to go backwards. Right above exercise, you can get into a little relaxing. So if you need a little extra relaxing, you have it right there. Then you have timers, which is very helpful for me being a trainer. Right above that, you have alarms. So if you don't want to wake up your significant other, you can get a little wrist alarm. And then you have your settings up here as well, changing your settings right there. So that's the the watch face. All right, next thing we're talking about is the app. So the built-in Fitbit app gives you a lot of great information. Talking about that, when you get into your app, it gives you how many minutes you've worked out in, how long you've walked, how many steps you had, calories burned, your sleep score from the previous night, the amount of times you work out. It got your heart rate right now, so I'm looking at 84 beats per minute. I'm working pretty hard right now. The amount of steps per hour you're running at, and if you want to get into some weight loss goals down there and log some water and logging your food, you could do it all through the app. So it's very intuitive. You can go in discover mode, which is going to give you a lot more information if you're ever looking into it. This is why this app is so good. Community wise, you can bounce around. It has a lot of things you can get into: strength training, cycling, stuff like that. You can find your friends. There's a good Fitbit community out there, relatively positive across the entirety. You can also get into premium as well. I wouldn't really recommend premium unless you're really looking for those advanced analytics. I think it's about $9.99 with the Fitbit itself. Gives you 90 days of free Fitbit Premium, but it really isn't something you need. It does have some video workouts, some mindful sessions. These are great things for overall health, especially that mindful stuff. So if you're looking to get into it, I would recommend, if you're looking to get into the Fitbit ecosystem, this will work great. It also has some COVID-19 information on there right in the app as well. So when you jump into exercises, it'll give you what you've done throughout the day, but I'm going to be getting into those in a little bit. And of course, when you get into the app, you have your devices. Say if you had other Fitbit products, they'd be located in here. You can shop Fitbit. There's a 7-day summary or activity goals here. You can change them right into the app. Change your subscription, discover different heart rate monitors and stuff like that. And you can change your clock faces here. So when you go into your Inspire itself, you can change your different clock faces if you would like. So there aren't that many clocks. You can bounce around whichever one that gives all the information. But if you're looking for a little extra flexibility, it's built right into the app. It also gives you the idea of buying other accessories online. I'd probably recommend checking out Amazon, because getting through Fitbit will probably be a little bit more expensive. And you also set your notifications here. So I kind of forgot when I first set up my Fitbit to set my notifications on. So you can set up all your notifications for text messages, calls, calendar events, so you get them on your watch so you don't have to be always having your phone out. All right, next thing we got are the pros of the Fitbit Inspire HR. First pro I want to talk about is the app we just talked about. There's so much great analytics on that app that you can kind of read through to get you into your fitness journey a little bit better. That's why the app is so awesome. Next thing is that battery life. Yes, the battery life is advertised at 5 days, but that's pretty much not using it as a fitness tracker, not tracking your workouts. But if you are tracking your workouts, it is going to deplete that battery life by a bit. Again, I got 3.5 to 4 days per charge, and I don't wear it while I'm showering, so that is a perfect time to actually pop it on the charger, get that little extra boost, which can then extend it to even longer, maybe 5 or 6 days before you have to take it all the way off to give it a full boost. The fit and form of it is also a pro that I think, so it is relatively small. You have a mechanical watch. You can use this Fitbit with a mechanical watch. It won't look so weird. Instead, when you have those bigger watches, then you just have 2 watches on your hand. That's weird. This is my Whoop band. This is where I get all my fitness tracking from, mostly sleeping and heart rate, but I'll be getting into the heart rate of this guy in a bit. If at any point you want to check out the Whoop, you can check out the link right up here to check out what I think about the Whoop. And most of the tracking is a big positive. The step tracking is on point. It was in maybe a 3 to 5% error range, so it was very accurate when it came to steps. And also sleep was very good. I use my Whoop band for sleep, and this is pretty much what this thing is built for, but this will give you a very accurate reading for your sleep as well. And when you have that longer period of battery life, you could use it while you sleep, so that is a big pro. And one of my biggest pros, if you are a runner, it does have the pace feature. If you want to go on a run, it can check your pace, how fast you are running. This is awesome for runners trying to work on a program to change their pace back and forth. Next one I have, I don't know if it's really a pro or it's a con, but the ecosystem of Fitbit. So Fitbit does have a lot of products out there, like its scales and of course its heart rate monitors. If you want to get into that Fitbit ecosystem, again, you can go on to premium, which is going to put it all together. It is a pro if that is something you're looking to get into. It all counts on what your use case is. I get into a couple of my negatives. First one, it isn't the best display in the world. It's relatively small and doesn't take up the whole screen. And you don't have a lot of watch faces that you play around with. So that's one of my negatives. I would like something a little bit more fancy. Second thing is the heart rate monitoring during workouts. So I got my Whoop for my heart rate monitoring. When I am using my Fitbit for my workout, it will automatically recognize when I'm working out, whether it be a run or what have you. But especially when it's automatically recognizing it, the heart rate is a little bit lower than my typical heart rate is, and I do actually start it for a workout. Even then, the heart rate is even lower than it is when I'm checking up on my Whoop. I don't know why that is. It's again like today's workout, I got up to about 175 beats per minute on this guy, where my Fitbit only read about 165, and that was kind of consistent to reach one of my workouts. So it's not the most accurate when you're getting workout-based heart rate monitoring, but throughout the day, its resting heart rate was always right on point with my Whoop, so I'm not exactly sure why that is. Other than that, if you are looking to get into the Fitbit Inspire, you can check out a link below. I got mine for 70 bucks, but I think right about now they're going for about 100. So you can check that out. You can check out my other fitness tech reviews where I go over a couple different watch faces and a couple different earbuds. You can check all that out. But of course, other than that, stay happy, stay healthy, and above all,